sitting in the studio with none other than the heaviest man in Vinci Soca music and soon to be the region. Trying to put you on the back burner.
Yeah, put me on the back burner. Small fries now, small fries. No boy, I let the big boy them go first enough.
Better will tell. I don't know.
You started it.
No, you don't want to go down there.
I would say for you.
We made it popular. No, we made it popular.
Of course, and that's what we are. To me, we as artists we're supposed to be trendsetters.
To come about ways in making them be one, make us be one.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
You know, I had itchy foot as a child.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta focus on what you gotta focus on. Flash beats. Live without limits. I'm on top of the world, and I ain't thinking about coming out all the way in the clouds. Can't nobody tell me about no limits. In these beautiful nightmares. Tell me about no limits. In these beautiful nightmares. Damn. Tell me about no limits. I got 'em though. It's hard to live just like me.
Welcome to IKTV's on Exclusive, and with me is Mr. Prez.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Well,
sir.
I know you personally, but for those who don't know you, the viewers of IKTV, your full name?
Akeem Prez Kaiser, but everybody know me as Prez 784, Prez Gambino.
Alrighty. Well, Prez, of course, is an established rapper in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
You could say that.
Of course, you are. Come on. How many years have you been doing this since I'm returning?
And I want to say me and Rank started doing this about 3 years now.
3 years.
Three and a half years.
Okay, so how has it been for you? Well, I know you returned home 3 years ago. 4 years ago.
4, yeah.
So how has it been for you since returning home and doing this?
The early stages were, a bit difficult, because here it is that I'm moving from a rap or hip hop dominated country, America, into, a soca dominated or a dancehall dominated country, which is St. Vincent, but it's my home. And, trying to translate what I do and to migrate into what they're doing here. So at first it was very, very difficult. They didn't know how to receive it at first. They loved the music. It sounded authentic. It sounded like things they hear on the radio, but just me being from St. Vincent made it a bit more difficult for them to embrace it at first.
Okay, but since getting into it and sticking with your genre of rap, how has it been since?
Real smooth. And I think what it is that persistence thing. You know what I mean? It's like it's impossible for you to have a goal or impossible for you to want something so bad and not be persistent about going about getting it. So what really helped me to win or to achieve things I achieved was my persistence. I guess kept going at it even when I heard, do soca or do that or just stop. You know what I mean? If I'd listened to that, I would have stopped completely.
Okay.
But it's just me being persistent, knowing that what I want and I have to achieve it. You know what I mean?
Well, on another platform, of course, you and I did several interviews before,
Definitely.
but just for the viewers' sake of IKTV, who never really heard much about Prez,
Right.
Just give us a quick summary how you started back in New York and
All right.
some of your influences and so forth.
Yeah, of course, I really began music at 12 years old. Liking to hear songs by Rakim and Cool G Rap. I think I said this in countless interviews. Those were my artists I looked up to at the time coming up, and I began writing music, rewriting people's music and learning how to flow it and things like that. About the age of 13 is when I really, a good friend of mine, he took me to the studio, Fully Focused Studio, which happened to be owned by Little Kim at the time, and I would go there and, rap. Of course, I was horrible. I'm 13 years old. I don't really know too much about the essence of rap or how to make songs. But as I said, she just liked my drive. And so she kind of groomed me for 3 years, from 13 till I was 16. I mean, I watched her record. I watched Mano record, and they took me under their wing. Just showed me the ropes of how to write music, how to make music.
So basically, you've had that guidance from established and experienced rappers.
Yeah, definitely. And even at that point, they weren't as big as they are now.
No, right.
But But just not knowing of what they would become, or not knowing what I would become, it was definitely, you know what I mean, something that I took to heart and something that I still remember to this day.
All right. Bringing it back home to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, of course.
Definitely.
Last year, heard some things about you. Just quickly tell us, what was 2013 like for you, and now coming over into this fresh new 2014?
2013 was very, very refreshing for me, man. I ended up doing a song called Beautiful Nightmares. This song was a very delicate song to me because it started out as a letter I was writing to my mom.
Right.
Me and my mom, you know, we've had a real shaky relationship over the past years, and we at times lose contact. So it started out as a letter I was writing to her and just expressing my feelings to her about why I did certain things that I did in my past and where I'm at today. And I just flipped it and made it a song one day and recorded it. Me and Ranks did it. And I sat on the song for months. It wasn't until my cousin Pope, who heard the song, was like, yo, you know what I mean, this song motivates me every morning.
And to be honest with you, the first time I heard this song, I didn't know exactly who it was.
Who it was.
Like, yo, this song sounds fresh. Like, yeah.
Cool, thank you,
And
I
then
respect that.
getting to know its Prez, I said, wait, that's the same Prez I did interviews with several times while at the, okay, good, nice. Okay, so from there, how things continued?
You know, Pope inspired me to put the song out, and I put the song out. I just said, I'll put it out. Put the song out. Big respect to Uncle Luke Boyer, Hot 97. He heard the record. He fell in love with the record. Alex Barnwell, Kobayashi, he heard the record, loved the record. They got behind it, pushed the record, and you know what I mean. It reached places that I didn't think it could reach or would reach, and it opened up a lot of new doors. And I did the video for it, of course. And you know, that just took it to a whole nother level with Island Soul, our company, Mana, Ifu, and MDZ and Ranks, you know, and we just really pushed the record, and it blessed us heavily.
And of course, after that, you've had some several other singles followed.
Yeah, well, I've the single that's playing right now is "Talk About Me."
Right.
That's me featuring Carice Glasgow, who was Miss SVG, I believe, 2012.
Yeah.
And one of our young artists who I'm taking under my wing and I plan on signing very soon, by the name of Young Quince. I believe he's 19 years old.
Okay.
You know, we sat in the studio recording Carpe Diem, my album, and you know, we did that record. And everyone fell in love with the record. I actually took the record up to Mespo one day and just played it on some loudspeakers, and I saw the effect it had on the people,
right.
Not knowing it was me at all. Just played the record, and the way they were carrying on about the record, it gave them a vibe. They felt something from the record. So I said, okay, this is the record I have to go with it.
All right. So, of course, with those records, I know you have videos to Nightmares,
Beautiful Nightmares. At the end of Beautiful Nightmares, you see me and Carice debuting Can't Live Without You.
Right.
Of course, that was a record that, you know, I still want to put out still, but I kind of wanted to hold back on it because she is away in Jamaica studying.
Right.
So I didn't want to, I want to do it properly with her hair and get behind it full.
Okay, well, of course, you survived the music industry here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines because
God bless.
You're up against soca. Of course, I know you had your challenges and so forth.
Right.
How have you maintained sticking to your genre despite being in this industry of soca music?
Basically, I can't say try. I just don't compete with the soca. I compete with my genre. And when I say genre, not even St. Vincent. I mean, you have some rappers here who are very good, but what I compete with and I push myself against is the Jay-Z's of the world, the Rick Rosses of the world, and these guys. So when I compete in myself against them, I aim to make better music than them or even great music alone. And so it just, when people hear it, they hear the essence of the music. They hear the quality of the music. As you see, I don't put out too much music, so it's not like a quantity over quality. It's a lot of quality music that I'm putting out, and people hear it, and I use topics that I know that Vincentians can attach to. You know what I mean? Things that I know that they'll grab onto.
Are you comfortable with where you are presently in your career?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic.
So he's beyond
I feel
comfortable. He's
amazing.
ecstatic.
I feel amazing. I feel amazing, man. Trust me.
Well, of course, 2014 is here. We are in April. I got the good news from you personally recently.
right,
And I just had to get this interview, of course. Some will know, but for those who don't know, the big news is, I'll let you.
Well, you know, as I said, Beautiful Nightmares came out, and it was all over the internet. It reached places, as I said, that I didn't think that it would reach. It was being played in the UK and Canada, and the States heavily. And you know, the former co-founder of G Unit Records, he reached out to me personally on Twitter, and said, you know, he loves what I'm doing musically, and he'd like to come over to St. Vincent and speak with me. I didn't know at the time the particulars of everything, but I said, sure, why not? This is Bang'em Smurf, by the way, you know what I'm saying, of G Unit. So he came over for a week. We sat down, talked our business, not knowing this guy has a joint venture with French Montana's Coke Boys, and he had two artists that was signed to MMG with Rick Ross, by the name of Young Dice and Domination. And you know, and these things just fell right into place. You know, I was able to cut a deal with Bang'em Smurf and with French Montana. Island Coke Boys is our name. Island Soul is our company, of course, and we are doing a joint venture right now with Bang'em Smurf Feed the Wolves, which will be basically my promotion and marketing company, and Island Coke Boys joined with French Montana.
So, returning from New York, basically the home of hip hop, if you may want to say, well, it is claimed, New York has claimed that, and returning to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You've not made only large strides in your career. You've made a humongous stride.
Yeah,
because
definitely, man.
not much. We've had several rappers here, but who never really made it there. What word of advice or encouragement would you give to those, well, would I say suffering rap artists who are not getting that shine in St. Vincent?
The number one thing, man, is you have to understand the music business, first of all, because music really and truly it's less music and more business. It's probably 90% business and 10% music. I didn't know that before. I know it now, you know what I mean? But what helped me excel is that I just understood how to make music. I understood people, because I'm a person and I'm a people's person. So I know how to, you know what I mean, touch on people's feelings. I know what people are going through because I go through the same struggles. I don't try to be something I'm not. I don't try to say that I'm a millionaire because I'm not. You know, I just make music that I'm comfortable with and explain my story. And I know that for every Prez, there's 1,000,001 people out there who's going through the same problems, going through the same struggles. So if I can touch on people's emotions and make them love my music, then I won already without the money.
Okay. Well, getting back to this deal though, could you reveal like some of the plans that are in the pipeline for?
Right, of course, yeah.
This new deal?
The number one plan right now, of course, I have MDZ, who's also a part of this deal with us on Island Coke Boys Feed the Wolves. We have a single that we just finished and we shot a video for called Money Problems.
We all have that.
It's called Money Problems. I warn everyone, it's a bit different, you know what I mean, from what topics that I've done before, but it's a true story of what we all went through. So me, MDZ, and Bang'em Smurf, of course, we did this record. We shot the video for it. Bang'em took it back to French and to Fredro Starr, actually, who don't know, Fredro Starr was the lead rapper for Onyx. And Fredro Starr took it up to Universal Records, and Universal basically put a distribution deal on the table for this song and this record, and in hopes of bigger things to come leaving behind the song. So right now we have a lot of riding on this record particularly, as well as my career following up. You know what I mean? So it's a beautiful, beautiful blessing. I gotta thank God for that, and of course I gotta thank my team, Mana, gotta thank Ifu, Ranks, and them DZ, because without them it's impossible. You know what I mean? So
help me out here, Prez. Is music a job, like, you wake up in the morning, get ready to go to work from 8 to 4? Is music like that, or can you still have an 8 to 4 job and at the same time be successful doing music? Man,
I'll tell you something. When the news came out that I was signed to Bang'em Smurf in French Montana, a young lady by the name of, I think, Corinne Pierre, she posted something on Facebook that I saw it, and it really touched me. She remembered because I used to work as a guardsman here, and I used to work at First Caribbean International Bank, and I would be in the bank, and I would be standing up in the bank watching the lines, but rapping in my head, writing music at the same time. So people probably thought I was crazy. She probably thought I was crazy at the time, but she said in this thing that she wrote that while I stood there and watched him mumbling words to himself, not knowing then that what he was doing was prepping himself for something great. So yes, you can work at 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 and still work on your music. Just means that that has to be your grind. There's no room to sleep, no room to rest, because it's what you want. Music is what I wanted. It's not so much about me wanting to be a star. I want to feed my family. I want to make sure that my friends are well off. Of course, I want to make money off my talents. You know what I mean? So it's something that drives me every day. I mean, I see right now, come on, we live in a poverty-stricken country and all over the world facing economic issues.
Yep.
So who doesn't want to feed their family and make sure that their friends are well as well? People who's been behind you from day one, you know what I mean? And so that's my driving force. High Squad is really my driving force because when I got here, they're the ones who got me back into music. You know what I mean? These are the guys who I was on the streets with every day, that's rapping to, and you know what I mean? So it's like you have to put that passion into it, and you have to say, you know what? I'm going to work, of course, because I got to pay bills, I got to feed people, but at the same time, when I'm not working, I'm doing music because this is what I want to do. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, there you have it. This is Prez Kiza. And in wrap up, I'll give you the opportunity to say anything else that you would probably want to hear and let the listening public know what's happening.
You know, I just want to definitely give inspiration to not just rappers, man, but anyone who's doing music or anyone who's doing any particular art form that you want to do in your life. You know what I mean? Don't allow people to tell you what and what you shouldn't do. If you believe in something, if you believe in yourself, go for it and just, you know what I mean, do what you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your life, you know what I mean? And no one can really tell you what's right from wrong. Only God can judge you, right? So, you know what I mean, follow your dreams, continue to do what you do. You know, make sure you have a solid team like I do. Make sure you have a solid team around you and a solid nucleus that people are going to push you and not allow you to slack off. And you'll be safe, you'll be good like I am.
He said it, I didn't. Word of advice coming from our upcoming Jay-Z. And so, of course, you will compare, but your Prez, this is our own Prez, of course, and thank you very much for passing through IKtv. This has been another exclusive interview on IKtv. I am Audwin Andrews, and with me was Prez. What's your last name?
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Island soul to the world, man, you serious?
Thank you very much, Prez.
Definitely.
Much appreciated.
Bro.
Soul searching, trying to find out what my reasons is. Got a wife, but who these women I be sleeping in? Secrets that I keep with them, buried under covers. Is it the stardom or the money? Why these lovers stuck in the game all season, never fouled out? Seeing y'all copy got me scared to bring my style out. I ain't got a yawa, that's the homie Ortiz. Icy one night, me no heels, baby wore skis. Damn it, I'm flying. Never touched the ground again, never touched the mattress, had a sexing all around the bed. Oh, that's your chick, my bad, keep these flicks of her. I'm trying to live the lifestyle of a rich hustler. Graduated, even suckers come congratulated. Lying, but they smiling, faking, yeah, Prez, we glad you made it. Today is pockets broke, empty bottles. One record signing off, we'll be good tomorrow.
And I ain't thinking about coming out all the way in the clouds. Can't nobody tell me about in these beautiful nightmares. In these beautiful nightmares.
That's my brother. It's crazy like that. Sipping on Henny, sitting back daydreaming. I'm nicer than even they creaming. Mom said pray, but ma, look where it got you. Mom from the streets, I'm doing what I have to. Wifey, you start beefing, my son will start crying. Somebody at the door, they want what I'm supplying. Remember them cold nights we was stuck on the block, already paid. I was just mad at my pops, and the streets was my way out. And I ain't really care about the payout, barely. Harder coat that was weighed out, money in the stash. I'm sorry, ma, I had to do it. Recession was just kicking my ass. But I'm here, and can't move me. My life like a script, homie, follow this movie. I did it for the block, home my n***s with no pops, broke bread, even if you put nothing in the pot.
And I ain't thinking about coming out all the way in the clouds. Can't nobody tell me about in these beautiful nightmares. In these beautiful nightmares.
My girl now, she loves it, see where I'm headed to. My brother ranks, I promised a better life for you. When I'm thinking of mama, I'm living right for you. When I think of Denise and all this love from you, keeps a smile on my face, clears my mental. I forget the pain and all of this shit I've been through. Now I live without limits and the world is mine. All these beautiful nightmares.
You don't understand, you females. You arguing a point.
What is there
that
not
you
to
don't even know what
understand?
you're
The
arguing
point
about.
is you said something and you lied. I caught you in a lie and then you backtrack trying to make it seem as if you're
So
coming
that
clean.
makes me Lucifer.
What is there not to understand?
So that
No,
makes
it
me
doesn't make you Lucifer. It probably makes you his right-hand man.
Really? So I'm Damien.
Whatever the hell your name is, Damian Prez, I don't care.
Can't be serious.
You don't deserve me, got me feeling so crazy.